Guys, Crypto Will here. Today it's going to be mostly something different. But first, let's get some of the housekeeping out the way. Alright, crypto up. They sold out all rounds of their ICO. People were thinking that, hey, maybe they fudged the numbers on some of these rounds and just filled up the bar so it would look like they had bought all of them. But why would they do that with round 5 then? It makes no sense. It's all over. There's nothing to buy afterward. So people wonder if it was real. It looks a little bit more real now, but we'll see on the 7th, won't we? That's the day they say that they'll get going. And I'll be there for that day, no matter what happens. And still got my tokens, and hopefully it will start $3 on the exchange, and hopefully it'll go a bit higher that first day. Let it go to Regal. What Regal Coin did. Let it go to like $20 immediately, because people like it, and so we could all make a lot of money. $20 times 3,000. That's a nice chunk of change, right? But hey, one can dream or hope. All right, Ace wins. This is going tiny bit slow, but no, essentially it's not even going slow. It's just a pre-sale. A lot of people have left crypto. It's going much faster than something like Evo AI, which took 3 months to sell out their first round. But this is already 81% sold in a few days, with not a whole lot of people in crypto. This hasn't caught on yet. I don't think there are many YouTubers talking about this. And so, if we look here, you'll see, hold on, let me log in. If we look here, you'll see that I have Ace tokens, and look, I had like 970 something a couple days ago when I did this, and now it's at 995.299. If we stay on it long enough, we'll probably see that number rise. This is the automatic lending. It's a HODL reward. You buy tokens, you transfer them to the wallet. With this button, once you buy tokens for one of these rounds, you can still get on this round real cheap. So I suggest that if you want to get in, my link will be in the description below, and you can press withdraw Ace tokens, and it'll be credited to your thing. Enter the contract, and you'll have them, and it just pays out. You see the number change from 299 to 301 to 0.301. There you go. Okay, I'm not gonna go through all of it, and I'm not going to show you what the program is, but you guys know that I look at other things other than crypto to see ways that I can make money online, because I don't want to work the average 9-to-5 job anymore. No way. I want to be able to make money online without having to be there all the time. I want to automate it. So I look for different things. I sign up to different mailing lists to do that. So, come on. My computer's being slow today. So I'm just going to skip through this, have it on mute. I'm going to pause it so I don't reveal the people's identity. And I'm just going to show you some of the things that I look at. I see he's talking about a bit of his program, trying to sell you on it. These are the things that this guy has bought using this program. Cars and nice houses and boats, trips. Just selling you the idea of just freedom using his platform, his program. Different things, talking about online companies, Xing out some of the things that people normally do. Step 1, people, show you how he does it, yada yada yada. Different things that you could do. I guess he uses Amazon to get on it, to get the money. Different things, like he wants to use it to help people. He could use it to teach people, and don't know what this is. Well, he just sell you idea, try to sell you his program. It's over an hour, so he tries to hold on. Just try to sell you the idea that his platform, his program, I keep saying platform because I'm a crypto, his program is worth it. It's all different. These are all just different things. He recaps it all, and then he gets to the pitch. That's anyone of any age from anywhere in the world with no prior experience can do this. This works for everyone. That's what this says. It's a little bit cut off, but that's what it says. Anyone can do it. These are all the people who can do it. Great. Just ordinary, average Americans. Up, and here we go. I'm going to take $1,500 out of my pocket, and I'm going to invest that in you and your future success. This is where we get to the cost of this program. This is how these work. They hype it up like you can get your freedom from this, and you could travel and not have to work for your boss again. You can quit your job. Some of these do work, by the way. So I'm not calling them all scams, but this is how these make money online guys, and the people who show you how to make money online, all these other things, use different funnels and affiliate programs to get you to make money, get you where you want to be. And so they first step, they make you sign up to some webinar, mainly associated with somebody else, and it's their program, but they have a partnership. So they get you on a webinar. They have your information. They have you sign up for a webinar at a certain time, or in this case, a pre-recorded message, which is a little bit different. And so the webinar starts. They hype you up a little bit, saying, "Are you ready to get the freedom?" Not in some like ridiculous way most of the time, but hey, you want to get this freedom. I did it. I was where you were, struggling, and then I found a way to make money online doing X. And then they'll tease you the whole time throughout it, and then they'll give you bits and pieces throughout the webinar of what they do, not give you any concrete information. And then they bring it all together, and they're like, "Hey, do you understand the video? And look, you can do this too. And isn't it worth it to you?" And then they'll be like, "It cost me this much to do this part of it. It cost me this many thousand to do it. It cost me $20,000 to do this part of the program. And you're not going to pay $20,000. You're not going to pay $5,000." And then they lower it down, thinking that it's cheaper. They thinking that it's worth it. Then you only pay $1,500. Well, you only pay $14.97. To me, that's still absurd. Like, yeah, I'm sure you pay a lot to get this program started. Hold on, my computer's being annoying. And look, I'm just an average guy. I just signed up to someone's mailing list to show me how to make money online. I didn't go to Wall Street, and these aren't like friends of people on Wall Street. These are just that mailing list of like somebody who knows how to make money online. So I guess that's how a lot of people do it. But I guess they also send it out to a lot of like affiliates and people who already have money. You see, bring down $14.97. I still can't afford that right now. So, and I wouldn't put it in here if I did. Like, that's a bit much. And so, I think it says something else. Go through everything I do step by step. Yeah, okay, that doesn't necessarily work. How it's going to possibly get any better. Shows you a little bit more evidence. Try to sell you on it. And here it is. Lifetime access to my private partner program where you can make $750 per person you refer. $1,400 value. Okay. Here's what you're getting. You're getting all this stuff. Instant access to the method. Traffic bonus, template bonus. And again, I'm not showing you what this program is. This is just one example of what they do to try to sell you. Look at also all this money, massive $1,500 discounts. This is what's $3,000, just $14.97, and you get all this stuff. Look at all these thousands of dollars that they put into it. And look, I'm pretty sure that they did. But here's just let me just try to see. Membership site. How to set up your membership site in less than 25 minutes. I'm sure some of it's legit, and I'm pretty sure it'll work for some people. But like, if you want to help the average American, like if I say average American, I don't mean the guy who's sick of his 6-figure job and who's just upset with life because of only making his 6 figures or his $80,000 a year. Oh, he just wants to quit his job and do something else. You know, he makes $80,000 a year. Like, what about the average guy? The really average guy who works at a place where they haven't raised the minimum wage in a long time and it's still $7.25. Like, I'm not even going to get into politics. But like, or even $10. Like, what about the average American who works at like a truly average job? You know what? There are a lot of jobs nowadays that are just gig jobs, like driving for Uber or Grubhub or something like that. Those are so many of the jobs now, and they just keep adding them. Oh my God, it's freaking computer today. If you're a truly average American working like an actual average job, not like a high 5 or 6-figure salary job, and just disappointed with that. Someone who's like working for like a driving job, trying to get some semblance of freedom, like then they still do anything for you. I think later in the video it says something like it's only $14.97, which I understand is a lot of money, but if you had a medical emergency, it'll cost you $14.97. You'd still pay it, wouldn't you? I'm like, come on, dude, come on. Like, medical emergency is different. Like, you'll literally die without that. You would not literally die without this program. Like, come on now. It's just, there's a lot of things wrong with stuff like this. But it will work for some people. I guarantee you there'll be some people who have a lot of success with this. But those are people who already have money to drop into something like this. $14.97 right now to drop into this. Like, a lot of these things pop up out of nowhere, and they're put together, and and if you don't have the money then, oh well, you can't do it, and they don't really have monthly payment options. How about something like this? How about they ask for like $100 up front just to like cover some of the costs, and then for like a program like this, they give you it for like $100, and they get money, and they have some way to get money from each member every single month. So the developers of these programs, they get somebody up front, and they get some money from each person. Look, most people will not succeed. Most people do not succeed at online business, or any business for that matter. But there's some people who absolutely thrive, who have the drive and the luck and all that stuff to do it, and they'll make a ton of money. The developers of these programs should ask for $100 up front, something like real cheap, like actually cheap, not $1,400, and find some way to get money from each member, whether it's automatic or whether they cut off access if they don't pay like each month out of their profit. So they only get paid if the person's in profit. But the person knows this up front. It's very transparent when they do a webinar like this, when they sign up, and so they'll want to give the money to the person each month, like 10% of the sales each month or whatever, because they made so much money. Most of them won't succeed, and they'll just keep the money and they stop the program. But they don't get that $100 back. That's how it is. Most people do not succeed in business, but there's got to be a better way than asking for $1,400 up front. Plus, doing something like asking for like 10% of the monthly sales for each member that continues with it. It gives the developer money up front and residual money each time. So if there are like 10 people who make $1 million a year using this program, which it seems like they can, because this guy said he made like $20 million or something like that. Something crazy. Not crazy, great. But if you have like 20 people who make $1 million a year using this program, you've made yourself $1 million a year just for taking 10% off of each person who makes that $1 million. And if there's like 1,500 people on the webinar because you sent this out to a lot of your friends who also do the same thing, then you only need a small portion of the people succeeding on this business to really make your money. So I would like something like that starts off cheap, and if I'm making money, I am more than willing to give a small percentage of my profits to the person who showed me to it. That's fine. I like stuff like affiliate marketing. What I'm not going to do is pay $1,400 up front to possibly get a chance of making money. And when the developer, if you go with my plan, in which the developer gets some money each month from the people who sign to the program and succeed, then they are responsible for the success. Like, they're making the money. And if the person doesn't make money, that's not the developer. That's the person's fault for not taking initiative. As long as the developer remains open, there's some way to contact and ask questions through email or something, that's okay. That's all the developer needs to do. And the people should be more than willing to give a certain portion of the money every month if they're making a lot of money from this program. So I would sign for something like that as long as the program's easy and not like Facebook ads and all this other stuff. The overhead costs can't be expensive either, because I busted so much money with Facebook ads. So I don't know. I know it's a different video. I know I'm long-winded, but these are the things that I look at to get money, so I don't have to work a 9-to-5 job anymore. So I can work for myself or be my own investor. Like, life's too short to be just working for other people and being miserable. I'm the type of guy who'd rather make decent money doing something I like than to make a lot of money doing something I absolutely hate. Some people will disagree with me, and I've come to verbal blows with people on this, but my happiness is just as important as money. I'd rather be happy doing something that doesn't bring in a ton of money, but still pays the bills. Paying bills is important. At some point, you really do gotta think of that. Don't be stupid. Then work some. That's why I'm not a doctor or a lawyer. That's why I'm not on Wall Street. I'd rather do something I kind of like, something that could give me some money to retire, than to do something that make a lot of money doing something that I really, really don't like. Something where I have to force myself to find something good in it, force myself to come in every day just because I want to make the money. That's not living to me. It's just monetary servitude, and that's not for me. I don't want to be a slave to my job. I want to enjoy it and wake up every day and know that I'm happy. So, alright guys, this is Crypto Will here. This video wasn't really about crypto, but I showed you crypto up. So, yeah guys, have a good day.